The Book of Nahum, found in the Old Testament, is a short prophetic book that focuses on the impending destruction of Nineveh, the capital of the Assyrian Empire. It is traditionally attributed to the prophet Nahum, and it serves as both a judgment oracle against Assyria and a message of hope for Judah. Introduction and description of God's character, Nahum 1. The book begins with a poetic description of God's power, justice, and wrath. God is slow to anger, but will not leave the guilty unpunished. The opening chapter asserts that the Lord is a refuge for those who trust Him, but a force of destruction for His enemies. Judgment pronounced against Nineveh, Nahum 2-3. Nahum vividly describes the siege and fall of Nineveh. The prophecy portrays the invading army, chaos within the city, and the plundering that follows. The destruction is depicted as divine retribution for Nineveh's cruelty, violence, and arrogance. Chapter 3 emphasizes Nineveh's guilt, including deceit, brutality, and idolatry. The book concludes with a taunt. No one will mourn Nineveh's fall because of its notorious cruelty. Themes: divine justice and judgment. Nahum underscores that God punishes wickedness and brings justice, particularly against oppressive empires. Nineveh's destruction is presented not just as a political event, but as an act of divine judgment. God's sovereignty and power. God is portrayed as omnipotent and in control of historical events. The rise and fall of empires are part of His sovereign plan. Hope for the oppressed. For Judah and others who suffered under Assyrian dominance, the prophecy offers hope and comfort. God's judgment against Nineveh signifies liberation for the oppressed. Impermanence of earthly power. Assyria, once the most powerful empire, is shown to be vulnerable before God. Nahum reminds readers that no nation, however mighty, can stand against divine judgment. Nahum is a powerful prophetic book that declares the downfall of a violent empire as an act of divine justice and reassures the faithful that God sees and acts on behalf of the oppressed.